Chapter 18. The children of Jared were in the habit of visiting him hour after hour, to receive his blessing and to ask his advice for everything they did. And when he had work to do, they did it for him. But this time, when they went into the cave, they did not find Jared, but they found the lamp put out, and the bodies of the fathers thrown about, and voices came from them by the power of God, that said, Satan, in an apparition, has deceived our son, wishing to destroy him, as he destroyed our son Cain. They also said, Lord God of heaven and earth, deliver our son from the hand of Satan, who produced such a great and false specter before him. They also spoke of other matters, by the power of God. But when the children of Jared heard these voices, they feared, and stood weeping for their father, because they did not know what had happened to him. And they wept for him that day until the setting of the sun. Then Jared come with a mournful expression, miserable in mind and body, and sorrowful at having been separated from the bodies of his fathers. But as he came near the cave, his children saw him and ran to the cave, and hugged his neck, crying and saying to him, O Father, where have you been? And why have you left us? Because we know you did not want to. And they spoke again, saying, Father, when you disappeared, the lamp over the bodies of our fathers went out, and the bodies were thrown about, and voices came from them. When Jared heard this, he was sorry, and went into the cave, and there found the bodies thrown about, the lamp put out, and the fathers themselves praying for his deliverance from the hand of Satan. Then Jared fell upon the bodies and embraced them, and said, My fathers, through your intercession, God delivered me from the hand of Satan. I beg you to ask God to keep me and to hide me from him to the day of my death. Then all the voices ceased, except the voice of our father Adam, who spoke to Jared by the power of God, just as one would speak to his friend, saying, Jared, my son, offer gifts to God for having delivered you from the hand of Satan, and when you bring those offerings, offer them on the same altar on which I gave offerings. Even then you must beware of Satan, for he deluded me many a time with his specters, wishing to destroy me, but God delivered me out of his hand. Command your people that they be on guard against him, and never cease to offer up gifts to God. Then the voice of Adam also became silent, and Jared and his children wondered at this. Then they laid the bodies as they were at first, and Jared and his children stood praying the entire night, until break of day. Then Jared made an offering and offered it up on the altar, as Adam had commanded him. And as he went up to the altar, he prayed to God for mercy and for forgiveness of his sin, concerning the lamp going out. Then God appeared to Jared on the altar, and blessed him and his children, and accepted their offerings, and commanded Jared to take of the sacred fire from the altar, and light the lamp that shed light on the body of Adam.